Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, what's going on? We back, Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building, back with a breakdown prediction for Terence Crawford taking on Amir Khan. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the Patreon. Upload at least 24 hours early, so enjoy the early upload. And if you want to join the Patreon, that link's in the description. Got 2 tiers: hardcore boxing and my Food for Thought Hood series tier. So yeah, I'm gonna do some uploads later tonight, other than this one. But appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, if you're on a regular YouTube channel. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. Amir Khan versus Terence Crawford. And I broke down some film earlier, and I think this is going to be a nice little fight in the first 6 rounds. Let me say that. It's just my humble opinion on that, man. I think it's going to be a competitive fight early on. I think Amir Khan got enough athletic ability early on to match wits with Terence Crawford. Crawford is historically a slow starter. He likes to, take his time, figure you out, kind of process what you're doing, make his adjustments, and get it in. Now, if Amir Khan was more of a more punishing puncher, that might be a problem for Amir Khan for Terence Crawford, because a puncher that come in hot may not give you the opportunity to make those adjustments early on. They might be able to clip you while you cold, or if you didn't hydrate the right way, they might be able to get you. But in this case, Amir Khan is a solid puncher, but I don't put him amongst the elite punchers at the welterweight division with Keith Thurman, or some people might think Errol Spence is an elite puncher as well too for the welterweight division. I think both at that point probably can be debatable. People won't think they are Madonna or, guys like that had that type of punch power, Tommy Hearns at the division. But I think for this Crawford guys, it can be that. But start off talking a little bit about Terence Crawford. He is 5'8", 74-inch arm length. They got him listed as a southpaw, but he comes out in orthodox. He can switch it. We all do know that. He's 31 years old. His record is 34-0, no draws, 25 knockouts. He has a 74% knockout ratio. His last 5 fights have been against John Molina Jr., stoppage. Felix Diaz beat him into a stoppage. Julius Indongo, stoppage. Jeff Horn, stoppage. Jose Benavidez, stoppage. So Terence Crawford's got the stoppage in the last 5 fights. I don't know if people really paid attention to that, but he's gotten a stoppage in the last 5. Amir Khan is 5'8.5", so he has a half-inch height advantage on Terence Crawford. I thought it was more than that. 71-inch arm, so he had a 3-inch height disadvantage. 33 big wins, 20 big knockouts, 4 losses, 3 coming by KO. The one decision loss he had was a controversial decision against Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson was later popped for a ban on testosterone, but he got a medical clearance, so that's why that didn't change into a no contest. The WBA did strip him. The IBF did their investigation and held him down. Now, in Amir Khan's last 5 fights, he is 4-5. His last 5 was southpaw versus Devin Alexander, unanimous decision. Chris Algieri, unanimous decision. Saul Canelo Alvarez, knockout, and then he came back 2 years later, last April, and beat Philip Greco in like a few seconds. Then he came back in September, beat Samuel Vargas, unanimous decision. So Amir Khan has pretty much, since moving up to welterweight and beyond, has been a decisioning guys. He got 1 knockout versus Philip Greco in his last 5 fights, and 1 fight where he got knocked out by Canelo at technically middleweight. He's 155 pounds. He has a 54% knockout ratio. Obviously, he's from the United Kingdom. The last real knockout he got, as far as competition, was probably Zab Judah in 2011. So he hasn't really knocked out a credible opponent since then. So, yeah, time to talk a little bit about the strengths. We're going to do traditional strengths, weaknesses, and stuff of that nature. So, talk about Amir Khan. His biggest strength is his speed. A lot of speed, foot speed, hand speed. He got a good jab when he uses it, but he doesn't use the jab the way he should use it. But he got arms are straight. He got a good left hook. It's kind of a natural snapping left hook. Good combination puncher. Once again, he got amazing foot speed. He doesn't necessarily know how to improvise with his feet. He just know how to move around and run. He don't know how to really sit there and use his footwork as, you know, educated as he could. But he kind of remind me of Keith Thurman. The kind of way both him and Keith fight, I think he uses his straight punches better than Keith. But they both got similar footwork. So if you were getting ready to fight Keith Thurman, I think Amir Khan would be a good fighter to fight. And I kind of make that comparison on and on again. Khan will mix it up. He will throw to the body every now and again, but his combination punches, hand speed, you know, and his foot speed is what make him good. He able to fight at long range, and that's pretty much Amir Khan in the vacuum. That's what he do well. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Terence Crawford, slick fighter, good hand speed itself. I don't know if it's on Amir Khan's level. Even at this level, it looked like Amir Khan was punching pretty fast when I watched the Samuel Vargas tape. Switch hitter, you know, he's most people think he's more effective as a southpaw, but I'll talk a little bit about that in this video as well. I think he needs to sit at the orthodox position for this fight. Other than that, you know, he's an underrated body puncher. Let me say that about Terence Bud Crawford. He's a very, very underrated body puncher. You know, the way he uses his the way he fought Jose Benavidez and kind of banged his body, he's very, very underrated in his body attack, man. And I noticed that that he can dig to the body with both hands. His jab is another good attribute that he does have. Really good jab. Good footwork. Multi-dimensional fighter. Could fight on the inside, fight in the pocket, fight on the outside. Like I said, he got a lot of different this trace. You talking about the punches that he throw. Good left hook, good right hook. It's a complete fighter for the most part. He's not a perfect fighter, but he's a complete fighter. It's nothing that he doesn't do well. To talk about Terence Crawford weaknesses now is defensively he has lapses. Focus, he has lapses. You can't hit Bud. Bud is not a defensive fighter by trade. He's an offensive, aggressive fighter that can play some defense. It will be some opportunities to hit Terence Crawford. He's tit for tat. Just like Amir Khan. If you hit one of these dudes, you hit Terence Crawford, he'll lose discipline. He got to hit you back. You know, he want to get you extremely back. And that's cool if you want to win a tough guy show. You know, and that's cool. That's just cool for looks. But at the end of the day, when you step up in weight and you step up in a level of competition where some people think this is step up in level of competition, you can get dropped. You can get hurt by going tit for tat. And he loses focus at times too, man. He does. And he can't lose focus against Amir Khan or anybody on the welterweight division. Other than that, with Terence Crawford, just those two things, man. You can hit him with a lot of overhand rights. He's really covered that defense up. But now he's stepping up in the welterweight division versus some guys that's equal height, equal length, or that's quick. That could be a problem. Overhand rights, he get tagged with him a ton. So Amir Khan ain't known for throwing an overhand right, but maybe he can come over the top with a straight right hand. But those are the weaknesses I see with Bud, and also he a slow starter. Let me highlight that he's a very slow starter. He try to figure out he probably more slow starter than Floyd is, trying to figure out. So your first 1, 2, 3 rounds, 4 rounds at most, if you can put them 4 rounds in the bank, Crawford to give them to you, or you might have an opportunity to hurt him and get his respect or get him out of there. I don't know if he don't warm up right. I don't know if it's just him trying to make adjustments, which I think is more him just looking, seeing what he can see, trying to make some adjustments. But if you can hustle and you can take his power, you ain't scared of his power, you can jump on Crawford early and steal some rounds. And that's one of Amir Khan's strengths as well. If I get into Amir Khan's weaknesses, Amir Khan's strength is that he front runs. He's hot in the first 6 rounds, but let's talk about Amir Khan's weaknesses. As he is hot in the first 6 rounds, he goes cold. Amir Khan's stamina, from him throwing every punch at the same speed, hard, throwing a ton of combinations, using his legs excessively, that drains his energy level. He hasn't yet to learn how to hold his position. Well, he know how to hold his position, because when he get tired of moving around the ring 24/7, he has to. And he'll just shoot shine to throw combinations to steal rounds Once again, he's similar to Keith Thurman. They hot in the first 6, in the back 6. They just want to steal a couple rounds to ensure they get the decision. You know what I'm saying? That's just their game. They hot in the first 6. In the back 6, they jog on the back 6. And Amir Khan, with excessive movement, if you put some body work in, you can slow that up. You possibly can stop him down the stretch. But yeah, but Amir Khan also, no discipline, loses focus like Terence Crawford. You know, he gets so caught up in, excuse me, and being gung-ho with his combination punches that he forgets that there's an opponent there that can punch with him and pick his shots and knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Discipline is an issue as well. You know, sometimes, you know, with focus, sometimes Amir Khan drops his hands. He just go into the twilight zone. He get hit with overhand rights because he don't keep his hands up. As far as his focus with his discipline, you know, he get overconfidence. I was watching the Canelo fight. He felt like, oh, I can hit him with the 1-2, the 1-2-3. Then he eventually went to 4, 5, 6, and then he fucked around. He fucked around and got stopped. You know what I'm saying? He fucked around and got stopped. Fucking with you know, going 5, 4, 5, 6 in the combination. That's discipline, you know, as well. And with Amir Khan, you know, discipline, focus, running too deep into his combinations. What else do we have with Amir Khan? No slickness, no defense for real. His best defense is his feet. His second best defense is putting the earmuffs on, and his third best defense is his offense. Not in those particular orders, but that's what he brings to the that's just his weaknesses, just him. All those things that make Amir Khan great are some of the things that make Amir Khan or a good watch, making it his weakness. So that's what I'm looking at. Game plan for Amir Khan. For him, keep the fight on the outside, but keep being active in the first 6 rounds. Try to steal as many rounds as possible, but keep your combination short. He needs to stay on the jab. Use the 1-2. He loved the left hook, right hand combination. Get that in where you can get it in at. But for him, I would really go behind my jab. It's beautiful when he double and triple up the jab. Put the right hand behind it. Single jab, right hand behind it. You know, I would stay away from leading off with the left and right hooks early and late because Terence Crawford will time him, come over the top, slip it, come over the top with a right hand or a straight left hand. But for Amir Khan, the game plan is to keep Crawford on the outside, keep him thinking, keep feinting, trying to get him out of position, 1-2. You know, then eventually, you know, double up the 1, put the 2 down in the middle. Then eventually, we might lead off with a right hook. We might have to try the left hand, right hand combination. That's something that we will have to look at. But I don't know how confident I would be in him really leading off with left hooks with Terence Crawford. But if I was confident, it probably would be early on. But my whole thing is to jump on Crawford early, run your combinations, keep them short, 1, 2, 3. Get on the inside, hold them after you're done with your combination, spin out, drop a body shot here and there, kind of work up and down. But that jab needs to be a staple. I would work off the jab every time until I'm comfortable enough to really know I can handle his speed, I can handle his power, his boxing ability. Everything would be off the jab. When Benavidez threw the jab and tried to take away Bud jab with his jab, it kind of gave Bud problems. Even though Khan got the shorter arms here, I think Khan's quickness, lateral movement, keep Bud thinking, put that stick on him. Make him have to take away that stick. And when he come over the top with the jab, be ready to come up under him and hold him, or be able to use your legs, because he ain't slipping those shots for real, and get out the way when he's trying to counter your jab. But really, a lot of things for Khan has got to be off the jab, that stick. I wouldn't really prefer him to lead off with left and right hooks, but I would be on the stick. I'll stay on that stick jab, double, tripling up. Keeps Crawford thinking. Crawford got a little issue when even though Benavidez is a lot taller than Amir Khan, he had an issue getting in and getting past Benavidez's stick. So if you use that stick, single it up, double it up, triple it up, and keep Khan thinking, and maybe sometimes you could turn into a left hook, right hand combination. But I'll keep that stick thinking, hitting him with that stick, jab, right hand combination over the top, jab straight right down the middle. I'll vary that right hand. I would kind of use the Mayweather approach, the Money Mayweather approach, where I just really use my jab and my right hand to throw him off. Jab to the stomach, jab to the right hand, double jab, right hand behind it. Then I'll mix in the left hook, right hand combination. That's kind of what I'm looking for him to do. Everything off the stick. Then down the stretch, when Crawford make the adjustments, maybe then you start leading off with right hands, left hooks, overhand right hands. That's will be my game plan for Amir Khan. It's just use the stick, use your movement. Crawford get inside, or he slip a punch, hold him, spin out, keep it on the outside. That's where he can win. He can't beat Crawford nowhere else, mid-range, pocket range, or close range. Keep it on the outside. Terence Crawford, what I'm looking for him to do is similar to the Delorme fight. We got a fighter, and probably Delorme was taller. That was, giving Crawford a boxing lesson. A lot of people had Delorme up, but Roy Jones said, when Crawford make a boxing move, he gonna get him. He hit him. Another chinny guy dropped him down. So I'm looking for Terence Crawford to do is just pretty much bait Amir Khan. Let us get him combinations off, slip him, and come over the top with the right hand if he's in an orthodox. I think he should stay in an orthodox position because Amir Khan get hit with a ton of right hands in the orthodox position. And the two southpaws he fought, Zab and Devin Alexander, he had great success. So I haven't seen too many southpaws compete with him like that. I'm not saying that Crawford can't, but I think it's best for Crawford to stay in the orthodox position, use a stick, a little bit. But for me, it'll be ready to counter Amir Khan over the top when he dropped that lead hand with the right hand. But other than that, I'm using my jab because Amir Khan going to abandon his jab. And I'm coming inside, and I want to hit Amir Khan in the body early, slow his shit down. And when Amir Khan can't use his legs no more, it's going to be imperative for Bud to cut the ring off on him, close the distance, and make Amir Khan fight in close corners. Once you get Amir Khan inside his length, even though Crawford's a longer guy, I think Crawford can shorten his shots up on the inside, beat him to the body, hit him in the solar plex like he did in Dongo, and work him on the inside. Because the Khan didn't want to hold. And I think with Terence Crawford tagging him, touching him to the body, going with the jab, come behind the jab a little bit, until Amir Khan proves that he want to stay using his jab or try to take away the jab, and then try to catch Amir Khan between his combinations. That would be my first game plan. It's to counter Amir Khan, use my slickness, slip a few shots like Carissa did this past weekend, slip some shots, come over the top of right hand. Because just as Christina Hammer dropped her lead hand, so does Amir Khan. He doesn't always bring his hand back. And also, he get hit with a ton of left hooks from the orthodox position too. Terence Crawford can hit him with a left hook, right hand combination, it'll work. Amir Khan, not a natural defender. He'll try to catch the left hook on the glove, and he's going to forget and get tense. Right hand, right down the middle. That's the combination I think that'll get him. But in between times, in the meanwhile, we tagging him. We using our stick. We tagging him to the body. We cutting the ring off, closing the distance on him. And once we get him cornered and his legs gone, 7th, 8th, 9th round, working the body. As soon as he lose focus, he get tired. And another thing I want to say, Bud's stamina is a strength. Bud gets stronger as the fight goes on. Okay, Amir Khan, front runner, he get more tired as the fight goes on. So that's another thing I want to bring out. Crawford will get stronger. I expect Crawford to give up some rounds early trying to figure Khan out. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bud was able to get Khan out there early too with a boxing move, coming over the top, punching in between his combination with a right hand or the left hand, right hand combination, left hook, right hand combination. But I think Bud should stay in the orthodox position for this fight. I don't think there's no need to switch. You don't need to try to throw your straight left hand versus Amir Khan. There's no point because the left hook and the right hand is pretty much going to be the two weapons that you need. But I got Terence Crawford winning the fight. 9th round knockout. I think it's coming to 9th. I'm going to just say the 9th. Could come in the 10th. Could go the distance, but I think it's going to be the 9th round knockout for Terence Crawford. I think they're well prepared. His slick ability, his ability to punch with him and make boxing moves in the heat of the battle. Not a lot of fighters can do that. He's one of the few that can do that. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, thehelpblaze.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code in the description. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. We doing some giveaways away too, starting tomorrow afternoon. So check it out. They make their own products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, the whole nine. They sell right here in the United States. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship. If any question, want to make a donation, that link's in the description. Best way to donate is just to share the videos. Goodfellas Sports TV, Terence Crawford, 9th round knockout. One time for the one.